The girth of his what?
You're like a father to me.
Hey! And go.
What's up everyone, Adam from FWCI here. This is the Rehearsal Series 2, Episode 6, and I believe the final episode of the season? It goes for an hour. That's giving me last episode vibes. I think the last series only went for 6 episodes as well, so until further notice, last episode. Patreon.com/FWCI is where you can support my channel further. You can get a full-length version of this reaction and early access to whatever's going on my channel at the time. So we've got a lot of pieces in place. We just saw Nathan bomb in an interview with somebody because he didn't rehearse, which people have pointed out, I don't know where I saw it, might have been on Twitter or something, is that Nathan's way of trying to prove that he doesn't have autism? Because that was the other big bombshell that got dropped in the last episode, was Nathan inadvertently finding himself in the midst of an autism test. And clearly, I don't know, do you fail it or do you pass it if it's an autism test? You tell me. But what of Moody? What of Colin? What about Jeff? More about him later on in the video. Mara D, most importantly, what's going on with her? So much to get to in this final episode, and I'm sure that I'm just going to be completely emotionally and mentally exhausted by the end. So, let's emotionally and mentally exhaust ourselves. This is the Rehearsal, Series 2, Episode 6, My Controls.
Can I have water with ice, please?
Black tea with lemon.
Water with no ice, please.
I have a black coffee.
What is going on here? What's
I'm
this
good,
about?
thanks.
Orange juice and a club soda mixed.
Can I have a cranberry juice, please?
Perfect.
Is that the Einstein lady?
And I will be flying the plane.
Okay.
Okay.
Hang on a second.
Okay.
I said in episode 1, it was something along the lines of, Nathan, are you going to learn how to fly a plane by the end of this? And here we are.
Happening in these rooms, or what conversations I was missing.
Nathan, are you going to be a pilot by the end of this series?
The last thing I would want is anyone participating to feel unsafe.
Yeah, I'm not, no.
How do you guys not feel unsafe?
Sometimes, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
It looks like they're just desperate to get an acting job.
Speaking of which,
I mean, it's not unheard of for people to go and learn how to fly planes. Like, it's pretty achievable. But what does this prove, Nathan? But he said a real Boeing 737. And does this mean HBO just paid for him to get his pilot's license?
You're supposed to say thank you to them, or no? You just have to. Every time he said thank you.
Focus on what you're doing, you fuck.
That I was not a natural at this.
Using power? No, why? Okay.
Is this for real or is this simulated? What's going on here?
My controls. Controls.
For the parallel way, they're 12 o'clock in a mile and a half.
Alright. My controls.
And had over 120 hours in the sky.
On HBO's done.
I was apparently such an abnormal case that they started passing me around to different instructors in an effort to diagnose what was going on with me.
Down. Make sure no breaks.
Is autism gonna somehow be the reason?
Do everything just like a robot. Look at everything.
Where you close your eyes and envision yourself encountering every challenging scenario and handling it perfectly.
That sounds like it's right up your alley, Nathan.
Since I've lived here, like 4 or 5 people have died in this area from flying planes.
Thanks, man.
A student pilot and his instructor crashed and died.
Oh my god.
Real flying, and just pretended to fly instead.
Why don't just get HBO to build you a fucking simulation unit there, Nathan?
Bragging about my perfect landings to other pilots.
I'm fine with crosswinds. Right?
I love his cats.
That's all you gotta do.
Wow.
And they finally
Well done, Nathan.
You don't have to rely on anyone else. At least the only person you're hurting is you.
8 Delta Hotel, runway 16 left, clear to land.
Oh, this is actually quite fucking intense. Please don't die, Nathan. Please don't die. We need you for the rest of the episode. Who's gonna drink the breast milk of gigantic puppet women? Sully Sullenberger's mum.
With that, I was welcomed into the fraternity of pilots and all the traditions that entailed.
Okay.
a multi-engine license, and become a certified commercial pilot.
Thanks, HBO.
Miles away from any other human.
So throughout this entire thing, he's had this level of training?
I knew one man who still would.
Oh yeah, this guy's gonna be pretty fucking proud of Nathan.
No, I've had this for a while.
Looks good on you.
Thank you.
I'm starting to feel that maybe Congress... Because they could actually get in trouble or lose their license.
Yep.
No one sees all the nuances of communication in there. I know I can get them in there because I will be the pilot.
Okay, Nathan.
That's a big bite of the apple you're trying to get. And I think it may be a fruit.
The miscommunication.
And miscommunication. That'll drive the people in control or in power, like
Nathan,
the FAA or the
you're not planning on...
training process to eliminate those disconnects.
Where is this going?
You fly once a week, what do you
Like 270, 280 hours.
To be an airline pilot, initially you need 1,500 hours just to get considered.
How did he get the commercial license?
And if you're not technically working for an airline,
That's correct.
you can... So
Yeah,
there's a
type rating.
loophole, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Nathan, what are you doing?
Plane is filled with actors. You can do it,
Yep,
right?
that's right.
What is this proving, though?
You know, I'm being too transparent and I lose my license. Okay, because I'm not, you know, I don't...
Right, okay.
But if it needs...
Right. So Nathan is kind of going to go, and my guess is he's going to go into this. He's going to sort of very openly comment on the anxieties that come along with it and the feelings that come along with what should be a typical flight, though. That's where I'm very, very worried. And that's going to be his way of trying to demonstrate what goes on in the thing. He's going to be the one to fall on his sword, that kind of thing. At the moment, that's the plan. But, you know, we've still got quite a bit of this episode left.
But it's not going to be easy to accomplish. You got to sit and think about that for a while.
Oh man, we got HBO money fueling this beast. Buckle up.
We convince ourselves that nothing bad will happen, and it's not worth upsetting the person at the controls. Most of the time, nothing
I hope that's not real footage.
but as a pilot myself, I can say that we are no different from you.
We're all just people.
I can't say shit about this, Nathan. You are a pilot.
Get practice on a real plane before there's passengers in there.
Not to my knowledge. Everything's done in simulators.
So it's that good? Is that real?
It is.
All right, wow. That's...
Why are you miffed at this, Nathan? You built the alligator bar in a Houston airport. Is the balloon still up in the roof?
There is a bird checklist.
If you hit birds?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Passenger life.
Nathan, you were putting in the work, though.
Every once in a while, the handle will not come out. There are some issues with it. There is a butt flare.
20, 10.
Sorry. Sorry.
When a fault is detected and one of the engine fire detector loops.
This is unbelievable.
I've always known that recreating the real-life dynamic with a co-pilot wouldn't be easy.
Is he going to do it with Moody and Mara D?
He aspired to produce television.
We're flying along one day and we're like, why aren't we documenting any of this?
So we decided to start bringing GoPros.
Oh!
And I got a sense that he viewed me as somewhat of a captain in the field of entertainment.
The goal for that.
Yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough.
A man with Hollywood ambitions might feel he has something to lose by offending me. And that alone
Fair
might
call.
be all I need.
What?
Besides, of course.
What do you mean by that? Oh, Nathan, what are you thinking?
It takes some work to get it back up and flying.
Better pay some HBO money to get some engineers on this thing. Oh my god, what is this one?
This is basically like ready to fly.
Yeah.
Because it looks sort of like...
With people in it? Or what do you mean by that, old man?
It works.
Does it though?
And be replaced with more modern radios.
Okay, but can it fly?
Then please find a new plane.
I've been all over this aircraft, and it is in very good condition.
This is a used aircraft salesman right here, Nathan.
Is that a bird's nest?
It could very well be.
Is it normal?
God.
Out an off-service 737 at an airfield in San Bernardino, California.
This sounds like a much more appropriate option. Fuck me.
33 times 6?
Yeah.
So what is that total?
180.
Alright, let's go back to the junkyard. I'm not going to try and calculate that. 198, is it?
Experienced person licensed to fly a 737 in North America.
You look very proud of that as well, Nathan. Yeah, go hit the tables. Fuck it.
Decided to make the drive to the Vegas Strip to see a magic show.
Oh, because Nathan is a magician at his core, isn't he?
Has anyone ever seen one of these?
Yeah, here he is. Look at him.
That there was something off about me.
Okay. Where are you going with this?
So I studied how other people would move, regular people on the street, and started copying them. And it helped me.
Are you masking right now, Nathan?
But when you practice being other people for long enough, you can forget to learn about yourself.
Fuck, that's deep. Oh. Does autism come under that category?
But I've definitely felt the emotion. A lot, actually.
Oh, he's worried about anxiety. Well, that's normal. That's normal anxiety.
Etc. at the end of the sentence.
That's the one you gotta worry
me.
about.
What else did they mean by etc.?
I wonder what you're talking about.
Many people are anxious. That isn't necessarily abnormal. It may be just the way you are.
Oh, is he going to be declined a license because he has autism?
I mean, it's
I'm assuming?
The doctor first went through a verbal questionnaire with me.
How often do you have thoughts that something awful might happen?
Awful. I mean.
Nathan?
Dr. Jordan told me he uses something called an fMRI machine that scans your brain and can detect many of the neurological conditions on the FAA medical form.
You can look for
Alright, Nathan, let's find out.
your ability to pilot an airplane, and obviously that endangers not just themselves but everybody else.
Oh, really?
So select one of those phrases and I want you to feel what that would feel like.
Lose family?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then pretend I lost
pretend-
my family died?
Mhm. Something.
All of them?
No.
Oh.
Whatever comes to mind. Whatever comes to mind. But I want you to feel what it would feel like.
Where is this episode going? We are halfway through and it's already an absolute roller coaster.
Flying a 737 in a few days filled with,
It's like a regular
I was hoping to, get the results before that.
Yeah.
Trying to fast track the results.
I don't think you're going to get results in a couple of days.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So postpone this fucking gigantic production.
We'd lose our window and the flight wouldn't happen at all.
God.
I found a thread where someone posted that their friend was a regional first officer who was just diagnosed with autism.
Okay, he's high functioning. Would he ever get caught if he just never discloses? Edit for clarification. Diagnosed as a child. Mother told him recently. Okay. What I'm noticing about this bit right now, as well as Nathan is a pilot who's genuinely going through like a mental anxiety issue with waiting for the results of the test and everything like that. Like, they've really sort of constructed stress for Nathan to experience that he can say he's feeling as a pilot. So this is going in all sorts of directions. Wow, okay.
I guess I'm fit to fly.
And that's the danger of doing all this shit online just with these kind of tests. Like, something this important to have no human interaction, gives Nathan the chance to think about it and then lie.
So the second I see my co-pilot thinking something that he's not saying, You're going to get to see that, and then I'm going to quickly jump in so he can share that with me and be comfortable
All right,
sharing that.
let's go, Nathan.
And nothing will be left undone.
Is he a pilot or a first officer, though?
Attuned to this issue, I've been studying it, so they're really, and I'm going to be in the captain's seat. So there's really nothing to worry about.
Then what are you luring me into? Why are you luring me? What is that fucking lure face? I guess now we understand why he built a fucking airport. Is this a real airport, or is this... I don't even know what to think anymore. Yeah. I don't know, it's looking pretty legit. I don't know what to... What do I even say to that? Oh, right, okay. Nathan said it was good that this guy would be too intimidated by him because he wants the person that will create a bit of verbal miscommunication so that Nathan can solve it. Alright, I'm following now.
Or is it off?
On.
Oh, it's on.
Yeah.
Oh, oops.
Nathan, what the fuck are you planning?
To simulate any psychological effect that a plane full of humans might have on the pilots in the cockpit.
To simulate people's life being at stake by their life potentially being at stake. Yep, got it. No worries. At least Dr. Farts isn't on this flight.
But you're also... This is your production, too.
Yeah.
You know?
He is struggling to talk about this.
An actor that's a pilot that's able to actually fly the airplane like this.
Let me check to make sure everyone's all good in the back.
Yeah, sounds good.
Oh, wow. This is insane. Alright, I'm geared up for this.
Not able to, or I'm incapacitated.
God, Nathan, don't foreshadow incapacitation.
Clear on the left.
Clear right, this guy's holding for us.
Okay. Flight deck by my co-pilot Aaron. On behalf...
First officer, isn't it?
Your flight time today will be approximately 2 hours and 10 minutes. We're going to be taking off.
Why do I feel like this is the part that Nathan's most excited to do?
Runway 24, when called, clear for takeoff.
Runway 24, clear for takeoff.
I would imagine that there would be another pilot somewhere on the plane as a super duper backup, double secret, double black diamond emergency. This music is insane as well.
Ready?
Yeah, ready.
Let's fucking do this, Nathan.
Power set.
That guy looks fucking nervous as hell. Breathe, Nathan, breathe. I've never been so fascinated by an airplane taking off in my fucking life. I mean, I don't know what I think's gonna happen, but... Nathan, don't start faking a heart attack or something.
Is everything okay?
What the hell's going on with him?
Aaron.
Yeah.
Everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. You alright?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
it's fine.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
No, Aaron, you look like you're shitting your pants.
Nice day to be out flying around.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, no.
Hang on, because Aaron only knows the Wings of Love singing competition, doesn't he? How much does he know about the whole show? Because I guess he seemed pretty surprised, but also kind of dumb. Like, why would you be like, oh yeah, I was thinking this morning, this comedian's going to be the one piloting this plane that I'm going to be on. Like, how did you only just think about that? With that being said, he's clearly nervous as fuck, and he's been thinking about it a lot more than from this morning.
No.
Okay.
I'm not stressed about anything.
Oh, okay.
I think sometimes, like, if I'm squinting or looking, like,
Oh, this is actually fucking sad as hell.
Do that. What you were saying, like...
When you're what? When you're looking at something?
Yeah, like trying to... Like, I was looking out at those bright solar lights.
You weren't looking at the solar panels. You were stressing out about Nathan's fucking lack of flying skills. Lack of flying experience.
Beverage?
Diet Pepsi, please.
You delivered that line perfectly, my friend. Emmy for you.
Maybe anxious about that.
Oh,
but
no.
I think I just want, you can say whatever.
You know what? I guess all the date simulations really did come into play because this is like a fucking awkward first date. Oh my god, what a shot. That's what, like a crazy drone shot from out of another airplane? Yeah, we see you.
plane was getting shots of us in the sky, making little comments to me about how close the other plane was getting to us.
What? What? This is the plan, Nathan? I'm guessing it's like a stunt pilot or something? Oh my god. Hi, Aaron. How's it going? That's an insane shot to get. Fucking hell. Holy shit. Visually, this episode's been next level.
Are you comfortable, like, playing a character?
I don't know if I've ever played a character. I mean...
Is it First Officer Big Nuts or whatever?
Pretend you're, so your character name would be First Officer Blunt?
That's right. That's right.
Okay, and Captain All-Ears loves getting feedback.
Alright, Nathan, let's see this in action.
Yeah.
Alright, Blunt, let's go.
Yeah, we can do that.
He doesn't want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty easy.
And most of the time it's nonsense, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, the nonsense.
Wait a minute.
On time.
Oh, I
on
forgot
schedule.
to call out.
Yeah, you forgot to call flaps 1 and then flaps
Right, right. Okay,
yeah.
thank you.
Look at you, First Officer Blunt.
I love knowing what I do wrong.
Yeah.
I'm so much like what Nathan is there. Alright, so I guess that it helped a bit. This guy still looks like he's incredibly shut off.
If someone's capable or not pretty quick, and I feel like you're plenty capable.
Thanks, Blunt.
This lands the
Is that the truth, though?
The simulator?
What?
This lands the same as the simulator, right?
Yeah.
Nathan! What are you putting this poor bastard through?
Oh, and this one.
Okay.
Sizzler! Can we go get some Parmesan toast after this? Rest in peace to Sizzler.
500.
Flaps 40.
I can check this plate.
Okay.
Why do I feel like they're gonna fuck with me and they're gonna end up being in the simulator from earlier in the thing? From earlier in the season. Hi, Nathan. Oh. I can't imagine the training, even though I've just watched it, that goes into safely landing a fucking plane. Alright, we safe.
The landing was great.
Really?
Yeah.
Thanks.
I don't know if that really achieved what Nathan was setting out for it to achieve.
Takeoff, landing, excellent.
Solid.
Go read Einstein's biography, lady.
Flying now? Just gonna get a plane?
I don't know. I don't know.
Nathan, stay out of the air. Alright, you proved your point.
And the winner of Wings of Voice is...
R&D!
Isabella Hanau!
Well done, Isabella, I guess.
It's just crazy.
Well, Isabella, the stage is yours.
That's not the chick that did the weird diss track about Nathan, is it? Her name was something else. It was like Lucy something or other. Give us Old McDonald's Farm or whatever. Oh! This is not royalty free.
Can you see into my... Wake me up inside!
I can't wake up! Marady, you are great. Oh, how's your... Are you gonna get your results now, Nathan? The drama! So is this a autism anthem now? This song? Because I'm guessing that's what Nathan's going through. Oh, he's not gonna find out. Too scared to find out.
I started working as a pilot for a company that relocates empty 737s wherever they are around the world.
You did? Alright, Nathan. You're an interesting man.
The night to an airstrip in Brazil.
You're up?
Wow, it's quite a journey.
For some reason.
Flying over the Atlantic Ocean for hours.
That's a beautiful view.
They only let the smartest and best people fly a plane of this size.
Alright, calm down.
No one is allowed in the cockpit if there's something wrong with them.
Really, Nathan? You're still clearly thinking about it.
You must be fine.
100.
That's it. Ah! I'm a little bit disappointed that narratively we couldn't bring some of the pilots back into it. But yeah, holy shit, Nathan is a fucking authorized licensed pilot now who flies 737s around Ecuador. Didn't know that about the man. I guess that's why this show took so long to come out. We've been waiting for years for this series, and I've been like, just wait. I trust the process. It's coming. It's going to be epic. It needs to take this long. Yada yada yada. I didn't realize that is what was going on in the back end of it. But wow, I think they may have been a little bit let down. That what's his name? I can't even remember his name. No, Aaron. He didn't really challenge Nathan. Like, he talked back a little tiny bit, but it was like a very, very timid and reserved kind of feedback about something that had already happened and wasn't even really a problem. And you could see Nathan trying to, I mean, not like prank the guy by nearly crashing a plane. I don't want to suggest that, but you could see that he was trying to give off signals to the co-pilot, the first officer, that he should speak up about something, and he didn't do that. And I guess the idea was to try and show that the experiment worked, and maybe it did in a very small way, but I think it ends up being more of a commentary on the FAA and all this business about pilots not being allowed to see therapists or discuss, concerns about the job. Like, that is absolutely insane that is something that isn't offered and encouraged to people with a job that's that high pressure and high stakes. But the autism subplot, I guess, of this series, that came to a very inconclusive result. I think that's a very classic Nathan Fielder choice to do something like that, to leave everybody hanging, because it was kind of surreal that he was even acknowledging it. And I mean, maybe not too surreal, because he certainly seems like the person who can be self-deprecating or introspective and things like that. But it's been such a discussion online, as was brought up in the show. So very fascinating to see him discussing that, and the ending of that was very interesting too. Obviously, there's a big message that somebody who has autism, and by proxy, maybe somebody who has depression, maybe somebody who has this, maybe somebody who has that, like on that thing that he had to fill out, are still going to be capable of flying planes, and maybe they shouldn't be bullied or intimidated into, clamming up and being silent about these thoughts or concerns that they might have. But I did enjoy the Evanescence song at the end. And if you've been watching along with me, I checked out the diss track in the last episode that chick did. That real weird one where she's like, adults are okay to torture, or whatever it was. I'm pretty sure I nailed that tune exactly right. She's got to be throwing furniture through the fucking wall right now, watching whoever it was, that the winner of that thing, singing fucking Evanescence at the end of this amazing show with this unbelievable budget and all this crazy shit. And I also want to take another moment to mention the cinematography of this episode. It was just so beautifully shot. Those drone shots or plane shots or whatever it was that they were doing, with the flyer in front of him. Again, that Aaron, he didn't even speak up to be like, hey man, I think we need to ask them to pull off for safety reasons. Safety comes first. I think that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to like goad him into speaking up to say, all right, that guy's getting too close. No! Oh. No. All right. Fucking hell. You know what? Alright. You might be wondering why I'm doing this. Observe. Yep. That is Pilot Jeff, who... okay. I'm going to put a clip of this in... Before we talk about what the hell's going on here. Here's a tiny, tiny clip of me reacting to his YouTube channel after episode 2, I think it was, is when he was introduced. I found out that he had a YouTube channel, and I reacted to a bunch of videos off of it. This is what I watched.
That's why I'm creating that. It's the best of both worlds, online dating and social media.
He's This is even more fucking insane than I was thinking. How offended were you by Jeff's jokes? I mean, I didn't hear him make any fucking jokes, and I watched his stand-up comedy routine. I haven't been to his channel for weeks, ever since then. He's got a podcast now, and he's only got 48 subscribers. Jeff, I gotta click on this and oh god, he talks to OnlyFans people. Oh god. Maria, the Ukrainian realtor? What the fuck? Catch Flights Not Feelings episode 2 with the beautiful Tracy, former runner-up for Miss Haiti. Jeff, don't put in your thumbnail that it's a former runner-up for something. Ilina, the founder of Health Sticks, healthy adaptogen drink milk. Oh, I'm sure she's happy she did that for the 68 views that they got for it. Wow. Yeah, I wasn't going to talk any more about Jeff because I was like, fucking hell, I better wait until the series finishes in case he pops up again and does something fucking horrible. More horrible than what he was in his brief thing. So, that's why I didn't upload my reaction to it. I don't even know where to go with this. What should we look at? Hey, baby. Yeah? Quick question. Can you just tell me which of these Captain Jeff things should I watch?
Miss Haiti.
And today joining us is Tracy.
Hi, my name is Tracy. I'm 23 years old.
This is not a dating bio here.
This is not a dating bio, but you know, just in case.
Yeah.
This motherfucker is obsessed with dating shit.
Better late than never. She was only about 55 minutes late.
It actually wasn't my fault.
Oh, it wasn't? Okay.
The Uber.
Classy of you, Jeff. Way to embarrass the poor woman by pointing out that she was late.
Actually backed by research from women I've interviewed over the past 20 years.
Women that I've interviewed.
Yeah, I always get...
Wait the fuck on. Research? I know what research he's talking about. He's talking about that, she's got a cute dog. He's talking about that research of the Google form that you can fill out on his fucking thing, where if you've dated him before, you have to give him your email address, and then choose things where it's, he would give you options, and the two options, neither of them were the truth that he's a fuckhead. Both of them were that he does nothing wrong. Like, what was it? It was like, do you think A, Jeff was hilarious, or B, he's corny? Where is C, he's a fucking annoying prick? Where is that option on your quiz, Jeff?
This is actually backed by research from women I've interviewed over the past 20 years.
Women that I've...
Yeah.
What? He's...
They're usually the nicest.
Fuck! What a sentence! You know who's usually the nicest? And this is backed up by research of women that I have been interviewing over the past 20 years.
Yeah, I always get data from women that I date. I actually have my own dating survey I could show you too that I always give to women after going on dates with them.
Oh, I've read it. It's fucking terrible.
A real romantic guy.
Yeah, very romantic.
This is 36 fucking minutes long. Alright. Let's play a game. Let's play a game called How Quickly Does Jeff Mention Their Dating Profiles? That one was, I'm just going to say 10 seconds because she was like, hello, my name is Tracy. And he's like, oh, this is not a dating profile.
It's kind of a spin-off of a book. It's in the process of getting published. Catch Flights Not Feelings is a memoir.
Nobody's publishing this book, Jeff.
Family Guy, real life quagmire. I was addicted to women.
Don't say that, Jeff. Quagmire's bad.
It should be published within the next 3 months for worldwide distribution. Hopefully it's going to be a bestseller. And, this podcast, we're going to do one.
Jeff! Come on.
It'll be pretty cool. So it'll be about 20, 30 minutes once a week. And thanks for tuning in.
Hi, Jeff. How are you this morning?
Yeah, you have a guest, Jeff.
You told me so many times that I'm old.
We'll just say that I was just messing around. I think you're old for a woman in Miami, but there's nothing wrong with being old, right? You embrace.
She is a woman in Miami, you fucking asshole. Jeff.
But it's also my opinion that men age better than women.
Oh, you're such a fucking douchebag.
You got the George Clooney's, the Brad Pitts, Tom Cruise.
Susan Sarandon, Meryl Streep, Sigourney Weaver, Hannah Waddingham. Shall I continue? I'm shocked that we're almost 3 minutes into this and he hasn't mentioned dating apps yet. I'm going to give you a 3-minute score on that one, because I know that the OnlyFans episode, you're definitely getting into it much quicker than that.
I want to go a little bit less classy and go for the OnlyFans type girls. So one of the both.
What a prick!
Definitely more the look than the functionality. Very, very hard. Yeah. A little bowling ball.
Was that a part of the deal? Oh, okay. I think we're done. Christ almighty. Alright, you know what? For that, here's an edited down version of my reaction to Jeff's first time trying stand-up comedy. Alright, he's getting a round of applause for his mum. Is this before or after you tried to use her phone number to sign up to eHarmony or whatever?
Tomorrow to see me perform for 5 minutes. She's gonna be pretty disappointed. Or maybe my stepdad just kicked her out. You know, they've been in quarantine together for 2 years. Maybe he's a little sick of her.
So your opening joke is to joke that your mum got kicked out? Classy. Very classy.
Thanks for coming out. I appreciate it. Also, my ex-girlfriend, Angie. I'm proud. We still live together, so that's a little awkward. Another 2 more months of that, then I could start bringing girls over again.
Yeah, see, the thing is, I don't think that's a lie. I don't think that's a joke. I think this is just him saying what he's going to do.
You know, wipe the seat off for 5 minutes. You layer it up, nice little nest, and then you go to sit down, the fucking fan on the top blows all the paper off. So now my bare ass is touching his dirty ass.
Okay, I mean, that still feels like the setup for a joke. Bring it home, Jeff. By the way, I think we found out what the J in J Squad stands for.
When you move just a little bit and the sensor goes off and thinks you're up, and it starts flushing water up your ass. Like a poor man's bidet. It's kind of weird.
We reckon he's gonna talk about getting kicked off of dating apps in his stand-up set? Come on, surely not.
I had COVID a couple weeks ago. Pretty mild symptoms, but I was able actually to talk a girl to hang out with me on Tinder because I said, don't worry, COVID's not an STD. If you wear a mask, you'll be good. So
wow, that audience was like, okay.
She realized that I'm not a one-woman man, and that was a deal breaker for her. She's a little selfish. She wanted 100% of me. I can only give her 95%. So, oh well.
Yo, what a hilarious joke. He's just venting all of his dirty laundry here.
If you're a waiter, you're a commission-based job, right? And like they're always like upselling. So we go get it.
I don't think being a waiter is a commission-based job. I think you get paid extra for tips, but commission is where you get a percentage of the products that you sell.
If she wanted salmon salad, she would have ordered a salmon salad, you know? So I was like, are you sure you want the salmon on that? Because I was like, you said you weren't that hungry, and we already have fish coming for appetizer. The girl was like, oh, you're right, you know? Her plan of making the bill high but to get a bigger tip backfired, that's for sure.
Oh, okay. So if the order is more, the tip has to be more. It's a percentage tip thing. Okay, all right.
You know, you're a guy, you don't want to seem cheap.
Hang on. I'm sorry. I thought he just said, as a guy, you don't want to seem cheap. I mean, surely he didn't just say that after telling us this story.
Because, you know, you're a guy, you don't want to seem cheap, you know.
Yeah, that is what he said. You seem cheap, Jeff.
When I get the second round and she's not there, she doesn't even notice. I get like Smirnoff or like whatever the shit is. She can't tell the difference. It's, you know, vodka, soda, and lime all taste the same.
This guy's whole set has been about his love life, which is an absolute shit show.
Sex life?
No. Short dick man.
Biggest laugh of the night goes to Angie.
I only need sex like twice a week and I'm good. So they're saying that if you get COVID, the Viagra can actually help you get better from it. So. Woo! I'll be going down to Mexico again to some Viagra. That's all the time I got. That's pretty cool. Good class, good run. I'll end it on a high note.
Yeah.
That was a high note? Oh. You know, sometimes you see videos and it's like comedian bombs or, you know, somebody like, you know what you're expecting to see when you go in and start watching it. It's so much more crushing to see somebody bomb when you know they're kind of doing their best. But then with this guy, it ends up not being crushing at all because his entire set was just about what a selfish dipshit he is. So I'm blown away by the display that I just saw from Captain Jeff Productions. Wasn't that fun, everybody? Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on this one. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Go check out my reaction to Nathan For You, my reaction to the Rehearsal Season 1, and my reactions to the other TV shows that I've done on the channel over the years. And if you're ever having a bad day, go check out how many subscribers Captain Jeff has on his channel, and then come and look at how many subscribers I have on my moron channel, and that should give you some idea that there is still a bit of good in this world. Thanks for checking this out, everybody, and as always, be well, stay safe, look after your friends, ta-ta, and farewell. Did you think Jeff was cheap in the relationship? I'm just gonna guess that he definitely is. He doesn't even want to buy you salmon for your fucking salad.